A week ago, I was in the hospital with pneumonia, but I told Mike and Laurie John, I'll be here. The only way I'm not going to be here is if I'm in a box. So I got here. It's hard to believe that 39 years ago, this past June, I was introduced to professional pocket billiards at Asbury Park. That was the beginning of now defunct PPPA, which opened its event with a hurricane. So they made a big splash, to put it nicely. But Larry Liscotti won the first tournament, Hopkins the second, Ray Martin, and it went on and on. The next year, I promoted an event which never made television, and it featured Minnesota Fats and a fellow by the name of Bruce Christopher. It was so poorly produced that ABC did not want to air it. But something happened during that event. The camera broke down. And to entertain the audience, someone yelled out, "Fats, why don't you tell us some stories?" Which, opened the door for Fatty. You don't need television or Cosell, you got Fats. And it went back and forth, back and forth. Did you ever play Greenleaf? I beat Greenleaf 1,000 nights in a row. Did you ever play Ponzi? Ponzi's a girl, he couldn't beat a drum, and on and on and on. And then Jeannie Belucas said, "Did you ever play Moscone?" And he wouldn't answer direct. And he said, "I played them all and I beat them all." Well, Willie jumps out of this player's chair that looked like a throne, and these two old guys are waving cue sticks nose to nose like gladiators. And a light went off in my head. I looked at Jimmy Jacobs, I looked at Howard Cosell. That was the birth of the Great Pool Shootout, which I am told was the most watched billiard program in the history of pocket billiards. And I'm proud not only about that event and that I created something that was great, but what I did for the industry, not knowing at that time what was going to happen. And we went on to do several other events and more events and more events and more events. And I was so privileged and honored to work with the legends of the past. Willie Moscone, Minnesota Fats, Irving Crane, Luther Lassiter, Jimmy Carish, Jimmy Moore. And then I worked with the legends of the modern era. Danny DiLiberto, Lou Butera, Steve Miserak, Grady Matthews, Alan Hopkins, Mika, Johnny Archer, Ralph. They were all there when I got back into the sport with the IPT. And that was great. And today I'm here with the legends of today and of the future, with all you young players, which are doing great. It's a great event here today, and Barry, I thank you for having this, because without you having this, I would not be here tonight. So thank you from all of us. 40 years, you are definitely going to heaven. Whatever heaven it is, you're going to be there for promotion. Because 40 years with pool players, you definitely saw it all. But anyway, thank you very much for being here tonight. My fellow inductee, congratulations, you're well deserving of the honor. And thank you very much for allowing me to be here and for this honor. God bless you all.